Hi, Atlanteans. It's me, Reed, and welcome to your intermediate level class for today. Today, we'll be utilizing the reformer. I will be using the ring for a little bit of stuff. You do not have to use the ring, though, if you don't have one. So, we're going to start today with some legs. Let's first go to 3 red or 3 full springs, and then make your way down onto your side. We're going to be hitting glutes, hamstrings, and abs pretty hard today. So, again, all the way down onto your side, and want you to scoot your hips back so that the back edge of the carriage, the bottom knee is tucked in like this. Our top foot is going to come onto the foot bar with our toe and heel all the way flat. You can move your foot forward to get your foot flat, or if you want to make this a little bit harder, bring your foot more underneath you. We're going to prop ourselves up on our hand here and hold on to the shoulder block. When you're ready, big press all the way out and then slowly lower down. Again, we're on 3 reds if you're just joining in. And don't forget, if you do enjoy the lives, I'm going to be doing lives every Monday at 3 p.m. and every Friday at 10 a.m., all during the month of April. And that is Pacific time. So be sure to have those times down, and then you can always access the lives afterwards. Good. Big exhale as we press out, tightening those abs, squeezing into that leg. Good. Let's do 2 more here. Last 2. And 1. Excellent. All the way down. All right, so we're going to have our heel on the foot bar now, toe and knee turned out to the ceiling. And I don't want you to rock your hips back. I want to still keep the hips stacked here. Again, you can move your foot closer to the edge of the foot bar to make it a little bit easier, or more underneath you to make it harder. When you're ready, again, big press all the way out here. And immediately, you should feel more into the side of your hip, working into that medial glute area. Good. 2 more. And last one. Good. All the way down. All right. Last one on this side is we're going to come onto our toes now. Again, knee is still turned out towards the ceiling. If we can here, we want to try to lift our heel the entire time. So we're engaging the calf as well. Last one on this side. Big press all the way out. And again, if you feel like you're sliding up between your shoulder blocks, come down a little bit, and then really try to press into that shoulder block with your hand to keep you from sliding up. One more. And all the way down. All right, that leg should be feeling it. You can give the leg a quick little pat out. We're going to turn around to the other side now. So same thing, facing the opposite direction. We're going to make our way onto your side. And then I want you to scoot your hips back towards this back edge of your carriage. Bottom knee is going to tuck in. Hold the shoulder block in front of you. In this first round, our foot is parallel to the ground with our toe and heel all the way down. When you're ready, big press all the way out. Again, I'm on 3 red springs. If you're feeling extra froggy today, you could always go up to 3 reds and a blue. Or if you need to go a little bit lighter, you could do 2 reds and a blue. 2 more. 2 and 1. Excellent. All the way down. All right. So again, heel is going to stay on the foot bar, toe and knee are turned up to the ceiling here without rocking our hips back. We still want to try to keep the hips stacked. When you're ready, same thing. Big press all the way out. Say hello to that medial glute. One more. And all the way down. All right. Last one on the side, toes on the foot bar again, still maintaining that turnout towards the ceiling with our top leg. You got this. When you're ready, big press all the way out. If you can, lift that heel up. Two more. Last one. And all the way down. All right. So let's make your way down onto your back now. We're going to come into a little bit of bridging. Hopefully the microphone isn't going too crazy as I turn my head around. All right. So we're going to go into a little bit of bridging. I want heels on the foot bar, parallel hip width, arms nice and long by your side. Take a deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, big lift of those hips up to the ceiling. Then inhale as we lower down. Let's get big exhale as we lift. Inhale as we lower. Remember, arms can be long, or if you need a little extra help, bend your elbows, press down to your elbows, especially if you're a little tight through the shoulders. This can help get you that extra lift from your back. Two more. Two. Last one. And all the way down. All right, from here, let's go into our V feet position on our heels. So heels glued together, toes and knees turned out. Again, we're going to come up into some bridging with this turnout. We're going to, again, feel it a little bit more in that medial glute. So when you're ready, big exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Think knees about shoulder width apart. One more. And all the way down. All right. Last of our bridging here. Heels wide. Again, very edges of the foot bar. Slight turnout. Same thing. Trying to keep that carriage still as we lift up and lower down. Exhale to lift. Inhale as we lower. Arms either long or elbows bent. Last one. And all the way down. All right, quick little rock of the knees, left to right, right to left. And we're going to make your way up to seated. And we're going to go down to no spring on. And again, we want your ring near your reformer if you're going to use your ring. This first exercise, we won't use it all, but the next two we might. Grab a quick sip of water because it's hot and dry here. All right, so all the way down onto your backs, no spring on. I want your hips near this bottom edge of your carriage. We're going to have our heels down on the deck below our footbar. Feet are flexed back to you. Now, if you have the same reformer I do, you have the little holes there that the jump board can slide in. You're more than welcome to tuck your feet in those holes. Otherwise, just heels down on the deck and really think press down. We're engaging our hamstrings here. We're going to take our arms up to the ceiling. Take a big inhale as we carriage out. Straight legs, nice and slow. Again, you're on no spring. And then press down through those heels. Pull yourself back in. Try to reach up and crunch. Doing a little crunch here, tucking to tap that foot bar. Or excuse me, tap that deck. Again, straight arms as we go out to straight legs. And then pull yourself all the way down, completely close the carriage. And imagine like you're going to tap your heels or tap the deck below your foot bar there. Now, if the crunch feels like it's too much on your neck, you could always do one or both hands behind your head. Just pull yourself all the way down and light with your fingertips here. We don't want to actually pull hard. We want to just assist here. Or if that still feels like too much, you can always keep your head all the way down. Again, fully extend those legs, extend the arms, then pull all the way in, trying to reach and tap your heels. And you should be pressing down hard enough through your heels, especially as we come in, that you almost feel like you're going to lift up into a little bridge like that, but we don't actually want to lift. Keep the tailbone anchored. Three more. One more. And all the way down. You could do a little rock of the knees side to side here if you need. All right. So for our next variation, I'm going to demo without the ring first, and then you can always add the ring if you want. So we're going to start, since y'all are on this side, I'm going to start right knee over my hip. Left knee is bent here. I'm going to bring my hands together. I'm going to crunch up and bring my hands to the outside edge of this right knee. Then we'll extend both legs out. Arms come straight up to the ceiling. As we pull in, that's when we're doing that little twisting crunch. Almost think like a little bicycle crunch here. So same thing. If you need, this is a great option. If your neck is bothering you, to have the fingertips lightly support your head. Otherwise, arms straight up, twist crunch. Or if you want to use the ring here, ring in the hands. Come in, twist crunch, little squeeze of that ring. Lots of options. Good. Let's do one more on this side. And then all the way down, and we'll switch sides. All right. So head down. Let's start right heel down onto the deck. Pull yourself all the way in. Left knee is going to start over our hip. And we're going to go ahead and lift up and crunch, twisting towards that left knee. Now, again, head goes down. Both legs go long. And exhale, pull in, twist and crunch. Always think legs extend together. Legs pull in together. And we'll always add the crunch as we're pulling in.
This is what I was teaching in my group class this morning in person, and they did not like all this hamstring work. They were telling me how much it was burning by the end. So hopefully you're feeling your hamstrings now. Got 2 more here. 1 more. And all the way down. All right. So again, we're going to switch sides. Left heel is down. This time we're going to start with our right leg up towards the ceiling. And again, I'm going to demo without the ring first. So without the ring, we're going to lift up, twist towards that leg. We'll lower that right leg as we extend out. Again, arms to the ceiling. And lift, come in and twist and crunch. Again, same thing if you want to use the ring out, leg lowered. As we lift that leg, twist towards it, crunch, give that ring a little squeeze. I always like to say props serve a few different purposes. They can assist with the main movement, or like this is adding an accessory movement to this, giving us that little bit of extra chest work and arm work here. Every time, try to pull yourself all the way in to that bumper. One more. And all the way down. Excellent. Let's switch sides. Right heel is down. Again, left leg is going to come up to the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and lift and twist into that crunch. Then we'll lower our leg, lower the head, lift the leg, come into that twisting crunch. Come on, we got this. 5 more. One more. And all the way down. All right, so let's set our ring down. We're going to come back into some bridging, and this time we're bridging on no spring. We're going to start with our easier of the 2 options, then we'll do a more advanced version. If this easier option feels like too much, I want you to add spring. But again, we're on no spring here, if you can. Heels hip width distance on the deck below, arms down by our side. And again, we're trying to keep this carriage still as we lift our hips up to the ceiling and lower back down. So when you're ready, big lift and lower again, trying to keep this carriage still without holding on to the frame. Imagine as you lift up, you're going to pull your hips down over that foot bar. One more. And all the way down. Quick little rock of the knees, left to right, right to left. Right, now if that variation felt okay to you, we're going to try the next variation. This time we're going to lift in a high bridge, and we're going to carriage in and out as far as we can. If you start to feel this in your low back, then I want you to go back to just lifting and lowering in your bridge. Again, arms nice and long by your side, heels pressing down into that deck. When you're ready, big lift. I'm going to carriage out and down. Carriage out and down, trying to maintain that high bridge. Two more if you got it. Press down through those arms. One more. And all the way down. Again, little rock of the knees, left to right, right to left. Carefully come all the way up. And let's put on a red spring. We're going to do just a little stretch here, coming into a little hamstring stretch for a moment. So sit about 5 or 6 inches away from the bottom edge of the carriage. I want you to grab your footbar in the center. Pull yourself forward into a nice deep squat. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, start to press yourself away. Stretching through our back and stretching through those hamstrings. This can be a moving stretch with you inhaling as you come in, exhale as you press away, or you could just hold it here in this static stretch, getting a little bit of stretch through those hammies. Last big breath in. And slowly, let's come all the way back in. All right. So again, we're still on one red spring. We're going to make our way back down onto our backs for some ab work now. All right. And again, I want you to scoot down. So you've got your tailbone roughly at the very bottom edge of the carriage. We're going to come into our Pilates V feet now. So I want toes on the foot bar, heels glued together, knees turned out about shoulder width, arms up to the ceiling. When we're ready, we're going to press all the way out, zip those inner thighs together, squeeze those glutes as we roll up and reach towards our toes, and slowly roll back down and carriage back down. So carefully press out. Remember, we want to anchor everything. So knees are locked, toes are pressing into the foot bar. Squeeze those glutes, and then that's what allows you to really roll up here onto your sit bones. Roll back down and carriage down. And depending on what clothes you have on, some clothes can be a little slippy on this carriage, so you may need to continually scoot down. Or if you've got like a little bit of yoga mat or a sticky pad you can put underneath your hips to keep you down at the bottom of the carriage, use that. Again, have a little fun with this. Maybe you come all the way up, reach overhead. Maybe you then lean forward towards your toes before coming up to that tall spine and rolling down. Or you could keep it more of a just simple up and down. A lot of what I teach and that y'all see comes from me playing around with the move and thinking, oh, how can I add a little bit more? Or how can I modify to make it a little bit easier? Good. One more. All right. And all the way down. Little rock those knees, left to right, right to left. So from here, that should have felt decently easy. You can always make this harder by going down in spring to say one red or a half spring. If you need a little more assistance, go up to like a red and yellow or a red and quarter or a full and quarter spring. We're going to go right toes on the foot bar, left knee over our hip. When you're ready, we're going to single leg press out. The entire time we're pulling that knee towards our chest and no extending our leg. Pull your knee in, then release back down and carriage back down. So again, carriage out, roll up, your knee is pulling in, roll down, and carriage down. If you need a little assistance here, fingertips nice and light behind your knee. Use that, help pull you all the way up. It's a great way, or even if you don't necessarily need assistance, we want to really focus on rolling down, articulating that spine, using that assistance that way is a great way if you are feeling a little stiff through your back. Again, tons of ways to play with the movement. Good. 2 more on this side. Last one. And all the way down. All right, let's switch sides. So left toes are down, right knee is over the hip. Same thing when you're ready. Big press out, roll up, tucking that knee in, roll back down, and carriage back down. Again, always remember you have that assistance to use your hands behind your knee. And y'all let me know, especially if you're watching this now or if you're watching this video later, if you didn't get to attend it during the live session today, do you enjoy hearing me talk more? Do you enjoy hearing me talk less? You know, I've been asking about music and some of y'all have expressed that you like these live classes because there is no music. So always let me know so I can make the best videos for y'all that I can. If you want to hear more cueing, if you just want to hear me talk about random things going on in my life or around where I'm at or with the channel, let me know. Let's do one more on this side. And all the way down. All right. Again, a little rock of the knees, left to right, right to left if you need it. So last one that we're going to do here of this series is we're going to start with our left leg long. And we're going to lift up and lift up our leg at the same time. So it's like we're coming into a little half teaser. Arms back up to the ceiling. When you're ready, again, we're going to press all the way out, keeping this leg nice and long. And now as we roll up is when we're going to lift that leg and you could grab it, give it a little pull if you'd like, and then release, roll back down and carriage down. So carriage out, roll up, lift the leg to meet you. Release down and carriage down. One more. Beautiful. Release down and carriage down. All right, switching sides. Left toes are down, right leg is long. Same thing. When you're ready, we're going to carriage out. Lift that leg up as we roll up. Come into this little half teaser. Release down and carriage down. I forgot to say this on the other side, but if you're having trouble with this one, imagine it's like climb a tree. Walk your hands down your leg to carriage down. And then you could always grab your leg and walk your hands up your leg to get you up. Good. Two more here. Two. And one. Excellent. All the way down. Again, little rock of the knees. Left to right, right to left. And let's make your way up. We're going to step off onto the right side of your reformer. Let's go down to a blue spring. We're going to go right foot on the floor, left foot back onto your shoulder block, press back into a big lunge. Holding here, stretching through the front of this hip. We just worked a lot of hip flexor. So we just want to give it a little stretch back out so it doesn't stay shortened. Now, again, if you did enjoy this class, as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe or comment on this. This really does help other people find the channel that will also enjoy this content. And I am working on creating some more membership levels for the YouTube channel. You may have seen I've already got one that is on there that includes custom emojis that you can use on the channel, custom badges that as you progress in the length of time that you are a member, you'll earn higher tier badges. I'm looking at adding more and more. Some of that would include dedicated live classes. Some of that would include dedicated office hours to where you'd be able to reach and talk to me directly about either questions on a class or questions on a move, or even personal things as far as saying maybe your diet or your workout routine outside of Pilates. So if you're interested in any of that, just comment below, let me know things that you'd be interested in, and keep checking back on the channel for more. So let's come all the way up. We're going to turn our feet towards the reformer, press out into a little split, either hold on to the foot bar or lean over, hold on to the carriage. Got the last big inhale here. And all the way up. We're going to turn our left foot up to the ceiling now and press out, either standing here, getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch, or to deepen that stretch, bring both hands down to your carriage and press out. Oh, the other thing with the memberships too is looking at adding a video library of different exercises, as well as some dedicated programming. So that would look like, say, maybe dedicated programming towards strengthening our legs, or dedicated, program towards building muscle with the reformer, or weight loss using the reformer. So again, if any of that interests you, comment and let me know. The more information y'all give me, the more I can know and the better I can make the channel for you. Let's come up and step over opposite side. We'll press back into that first lunge.
One more breath in. And let's come all the way up. We're going to turn your feet towards our reformer, outside edge of that right foot. It's on the shoulder block. As we press out, going into our little split, and either hold onto the foot bar or hold down onto the carriage here. Good. One more deep breath in here. And come all the way up. Now we're going to turn that right foot up to the ceiling. And again, press out here, either holding at the standing position or bring your hands down to the reformer to really stretch into that hamstring. Good. One more deep breath in. And all the way up. All right. Again, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. Remember, all month long during April, I will be going live with new classes on Mondays and Fridays. Monday will be at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Friday will be 10 a.m. Pacific time. Until next time, remember, every workout is a step towards your goals. So keep training, stay motivated, and as always, train like a legend. Bye for now.